Underground crypto, breaking stereotypes, navigating to the world of crypto hype. A passive mainstream, they're on the rise, educating the masses, open our eyes. Underground crypto, shining bright, taking us on a journey.
Welcome to Underground Crypto. We are back with another deep dive. This one's long overdue. Getting over a little bit of a cold here. Seems like everybody where I am in the United States, Florida, is getting this little cold going around. So hopefully I don't sound too crazy. Hopefully this video is good. There's my disclaimer. So we're going over Kaspa. Kaspa is very popular coin, 24 by market cap. And a lot of people think this coin is going to go to $1 or more, but $1 would be pretty exceptional. It's already at a $4.85 billion market cap, so that's pretty impressive for a coin. So why is everybody hyped about this coin? Why does everybody care about this coin? That's what we want to figure out. What is so special about it? I mean, there's a lot of coins out there. Why is this one 24th by market cap? And is a relatively new coin out there. I'm not going to say it's brand new, but it's not as old as Ethereum, you know? So why is it up so high? That's what we want to know. By market cap is what I'm saying. So max supply, 28.7 billion tokens. That's a lot of tokens, but it's all in relation to, you know, the project itself. That's relation to market cap, it's relation to everything. Don't let the number of coins in a project scare you, and don't let I should say don't let the high number of coins in a project scare you, but also don't let the really low number in a coin get you overly excited. It's all about market cap and a project's ability to capture, you know, money in the market, liquidity in the market, and get it into its market cap so the price can go up. That might be a little redundant and a little basic for some people, but you know, some people are just starting there, so we got to remember that those people need to hear stuff like that as well. We'll just sneak those gems into these videos. All right, so right here we're at the 24-hour. Everything's been dipping. Bitcoin's been pulling back. I think we were around 62,000 something at the time of recording here. It's 3:42 p.m. in Florida on New York time. So in the last 7 days, we've seen a little bit of a move up. Looks like it was as low as 17 cents. So not a huge gain over the last, let's look at the last 3 months. Actually, let's go look at the year. So you'll see we were all the way down here in the depths of about 3 cents. So if you got in a long time ago, you're doing really well. People, this is a proof of work coin, so people were mining it when it first came out and have been mining it for that matter. And so there are some people who've made a lot of money on this project. Yeah, down here it was less than a penny. So you've done really well if you've been in this project for a while. But honestly, if you've been in this project for a while, you probably don't need to watch a review of this coin. You know it's good. Look at the market cap. You've mined it. You made a bunch of money. This video is probably not for you, but I hope you're in the community and looking for that next coin. So join the community, hit the like, share, subscribe, bell notification. I hope my voice doesn't sound too crazy because I've been sick. It's hard for me to tell. Here's the website, and one of the first things you'll notice from our other reviews doing CoinGecko is that there's no contract. I noticed that when I was reviewing it real quick. Explorers, there's a CAS Explorer, but usually it tells us what blockchain it's on. Kaspa is its own blockchain. It is a layer 1. You see that down here under categories. So that's why you don't see a contract address. Alright, so communities, they have more community tags than I've seen on any project, I think. X, Facebook, Telegram, Discord, Medium, YouTube. And we're not going to watch their YouTube videos because that would take forever. If you want that kind of content, maybe we could do that. But it feels a little weird to just watch somebody else's YouTube and then put it on my YouTube. So I just want to show the wealth of information and talks and spaces and that kind of stuff that you could go look at if you were more interested in this coin. If you're maybe looking to make a large investment, great place for me to say that I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say or do should be taken as financial advice. So yeah, if you need a financial advisor, as I always say, go find one. They're out there somewhere. So we're going to go to their Twitter. We're not going to go to their Facebook and stuff, but we will check out their YouTube. And as always, let's come down to markets, exchanges. Where can you buy CAS? Well, with a $4.8 billion market cap, you could buy it pretty much anywhere. So Gate.io, Pionex, Mexi Global. One, I'm not sponsored by anybody for that matter, but definitely not Mexi Global. But it is one of my favorite places. I have the Palau ID so that I can trade there without any kind of worry of persecution or my funds getting locked up. I'm verified over there. So if you're worried about exchanges that are outside of America, that you're worried about your funds getting locked up, maybe you have a few dollars that you're actually playing with, and it's more than losing $1,000. Maybe we're talking about losing 90 grand, 100 grand or something. So you might want to spend $250 to be KYC'd and official. Anyways, moving right along. Bybit, KuCoin is another great exchange. Same thing. You're gonna need to KYC. BingX, OrangeX, BitGet, CoinX, which I've used, LBank, and we're just going to stick to these top 10. Almost all of these are centralized exchanges. So I'm just actually going to move forward here, because where are the decentralized exchanges for Kaspa? Do they exist? I'm not seeing them. Oh, here's one. Change Now is a decentralized exchange on Kaspa. So there's one. I just want to give that to the people who are more DeFi friendly and they prefer to buy things in a decentralized way. That's where you could go, this Change Now. I've never used it, never experienced it. I am looking to maybe get into the Kaspa ecosystem a little bit more, because I really don't know a ton about it. And, if you're in DeFi, a lot of people, we talk about all these different projects and stuff, but where the real sauce is, where the real understanding of how these technologies revolutionize the world and why they're deeply important more than just making money off of a speculative investment, is because they are real functioning things. I mean, go to Binance Smart Chain. I know there's a lot of rugs on there. There's a lot of nonsense. There's a lot of, games that are crappy and stuff. But just look at the way that it operates, and you can think in your mind how you could build real world stuff that would actually work well. And if you've never used a, MetaMask wallet to connect to something, to buy off a Pancake Swap or a decentralized exchange, Uniswap if you're on Ethereum, that's where the real crypto lives in my mind, like philosophically, the way that it's going to revolutionize the world. That's where all that stuff lives. But let's not get too carried away on that, because I could do a whole video about that. Probably should. So Kaspa, we're on their website, and it says Beyond the Block. Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. Now, there's a lot in that sentence to kind of unpack. As far as claims go, and from what I understand, all those claims are actually true. I've heard people talk about Kaspa for quite some time, and shout out to the Crypto Lifer. He called this coin a long time ago. If you're looking for technical analysis stuff that we don't offer on this channel, go check out the Crypto Lifer on YouTube. You will not regret it, I promise that. Anyways, Kaspa is the fastest. I'm gonna read it again because what they said is really important. Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So I'm going to unpack that a little bit. Fastest throughput per second, they got that. Open source, meaning everybody can see it and there's nothing hidden anywhere that you can't look into. As far as I know, I'll throw that out there. So open source, decentralized, which philosophically is the point of blockchain, right? So it's decentralized. How many things have a lot of centralization? Look at Solana. Has a lot of centralization in it, although it has some decentralized aspects to it, DeFi aspects. It's still not completely decentralized from my understanding. And then it says fully scalable layer 1. Obviously it's a layer 1. That part's not necessarily revolutionary, but it's fully scalable. That is a huge issue with Ethereum. I believe that's definitely an issue with Bitcoin to some extent. So it's really solving a lot of the blockchain issues here in one go. The one thing that you might take a drawback to it is the proof of work, and people cry about the whole, energy efficient, and we're going to somehow use all the energy in the world just to mine Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. I think it's a bit of a strange argument when you really understand how much energy in the world goes to waste in the grids and stuff and is never really used. But anyways, I won't harp on that. We spent a lot of time on that first sentence because they said a lot of the biggest things about this project right there in that first sentence. And then we move right along to even more important stuff. The world's first block DAG. a digital ledger enabling parallel blocks and instant transaction confirmation built on robust proof-of-work engine with rapid single-second block intervals, built by industry pioneers, led by the people. So there's a lot of really cool things. If you're not familiar with DAG protocol, that's something that I hope that they have some, literature on here that we can get a little deeper into. I understand it, but to put it all off the top of my head, it might come out wrong, and I don't want to give you guys, half information or poor information. We want to just move right along. I'm sure that they will explain that somewhere here. So Topper, first time, fee free. I don't know what Topper is, but this is a place to buy it, I guess. Topper is the third party. Oh, by Uphold. So there you go. It is a product of Uphold. So if you want to buy Kaspa, maybe you want to buy it right off their website. I usually will go to a centralized exchange, to be honest. Avoid fees. Buy some Kaspa. Send it to somewhere that I can send it to. Kaspa is a little different. A lot of things I can send right to a ledger or something like that, but Kaspa is a little bit different. So buy Kaspa quickly and easily. By integrating Topper Uphold's fiat to crypto on-ramp, the Kaspa.org site, the Kaspa community is now able to buy Kaspa, the native currency of the network, on the site. Now through June 15th, 2024, first time use of Topper get their first transaction free. So if you got a big transaction, that might be a great place to grab it. Want to explore Web3 on-ramp solutions? Check out Topper. I will throw out there that Mexi Global on Spot, they have Kaspa on there, and there is a zero fee for Spot purchases. Just want to throw that out there, since they're saying first time, but say you already bought one time and you're going to go buy again and you don't want fees, Mexi Global is going to give you no fees, to my understanding, unless they've changed it. Kaspa at a glance. So this is where we're going to DAG visual. This is where we're going to dive in a little bit more to the hardcore nitty gritty, the more, I guess, geeky, nerdy, technical stuff. So if it's hard to follow, that's okay. When I was early in my journey here learning about crypto and diving into the more technical things of it, I'm not a super nerd by any means. And so I had to listen to things several times, a lot of the time, to really grasp them. And it took years for me to really understand a lot of things that, I don't know, a more nerdy techie person might have got right away. They weren't so apparent to me. But if you keep going, you will understand these things, I'm certain. Anyways, Kaspa at a glance. Kaspa is a community project, completely open source with no central governance, the decentralized aspect of it, following with the ethos of coins like Bitcoin. So they're kind of heralding back to how Bitcoin was built around decentralization, and we've had many projects come up that didn't really hold that standard as much. The coin was fair launched. Very important in my opinion. What is a fair launch? Maybe you should go look that up. Without pre-mining or any other pre-allocation of coins. So they didn't have seed rounds. They didn't sell the coins to a bunch of investors. They had a fair launch with no pre-mining or any other pre-allocation of coins. That's really cool. I think it's in the interest financially or money-wise for the people in the project to do that kind of thing. Because it gives them a lot of funding. So I think you got to believe in your project quite a bit to just do a fair launch and believe that people are going to just like the coin. Sorry about that. Like the coin just for what it actually is. So read all in the depth detail on the Kaspa features page. Maybe we'll go there. Some people lose a lot of retention when we get into the deeper stuff. So I don't want to lose some of maybe our newbies and our beginners here. All right, fair launched date November 7th, 2021. So it's been around a little while, but not a long while. Hashing algorithm, this K-heavy hash. Consensus proof of work, block DAG. And if you don't know what a block is, that is, well, it's different per project, actually. So I'm not going to go too far into that on this. Maybe they'll talk about it. Supported platforms, OS, Windows, OS X, Linux, and Raspberry Pi. Ticker, Kaspa, block time, 1 second, which is really good. Circulating supply, 24.34 billion Kaspa. Max supply is 28.7 billion Kaspa, which is a weird number, 28.7 billion. Where did they come up with that? And the market cap is 4.8 billion. And then they have this little visualizer over here for what block DAG is doing. So I'll just let it kind of go. Maybe you've been watching it while I've been talking just for a second. You can see the way that there's a web of interconnectedness between blocks, and it's not just linear. If you look at, I was going to point at the screen like you were going to see that. If you look at the mouse, you'll see that there is a linear fashion, you know, where they connect one by one by one, but then there's all this interconnectedness. I hope they get more into that. So technically speaking, Kaspa is a proof of work cryptocurrency which implements the Ghost DAG protocol. So it's not just DAG, but it's Ghost DAG protocol. Unlike traditional blockchains, Ghost DAG does not orphan blocks created in parallel, but rather allows them to coexist and orders them in a consensus. Whereby Kaspa is actually a block DAG, you can see Ghost DAG in action in real time in the block DAG visualizer, which we were just looking at. This generalization of Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operations while maintaining very high block rates, currently 1 block per second, aiming for 32 second with visions of 100 per second, and minuscule confirmation time dominate by internet latency. Chapter 6 of the research paper for some initial benchmarks. So you can get super in-depth and techie into this. And if people want more content, if people want me to do that, throw that down in the comments, because we can do that if people are actually interested in it. This is a new channel. I'm just going to stop for 2 seconds and just throw this out there. This is a new channel, and I'm really trying to find where my audience is. Are we real heavy techie, which is more where I want to go, and really dive into stuff. But a lot of times, a lot of people just don't have the basics down yet. So maybe we need to spend a little bit more time on the basics before we go so hard in the paint. All right, the Kaspa implementation includes a lot of cool features and sub-protocols, including reachability to query, the DAG topology, block data pruning with near future plans for block header pruning, SPV proof, and later sub-network support, which will allow future implementation of layer 2 solutions much easier. Here's the Ghost DAG white paper and the Dark Knight white paper. If you want me to go over those in detail, drop it in the comments so I know, right? Get the latest wallet, choose these conventions. Where am I going? Choose these convenient wallet options to hold your CAS protocol. Like I said, I've been sick, guys, so hopefully y'all can bear with me through this video. I couldn't stand to not make a video for another day. That's just how I am. It was killing me inside, so we're just going to get this video through. Kaspa web wallet based on PWA technology is the most user-friendly and secure wallet available on market today. Can't remember what PWA stands for. That's going to bother me. So that's a web wallet. They got a desk wallet, a command line wallet, and a ledger with Kas Vault. So all of those are really cool. We don't have to read every little bit of this website. Just want to get you guys the sauce and not make this a 2-hour video. Caspium mobile wallet. So they have mobile wallets for Apple and Android and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. Good place to hold your currency is in your own wallet. dApps, swaps, third-party wallets. They have some other ones here. The Tangem. I don't see Ledger on here, which is interesting. I know Tangem. There's a lot of them popping up. One Key. I don't know about that one, but I have heard of Tangem. As I believe Tangem is a physical, Tangem website. I thought it was a physical product. It might be. Kaspa key features. So we're just going to go back over what makes Kaspa so great, right? Fastest transaction, instant confirmation, and scalability. Some of the biggest problems in other blockchains, right? Efficient proof of work. So they're saying it's not just proof of work, but it's efficient. Then we have security and block DAG. And I want to read block DAG. Overcoming the problems of blockchain, Kaspa processes all blocks in parallel, linking all side chains, this leading to a DAG structure that increases the formation of blocks per second drastically, creating block DAG. So why am I harping on this block DAG so much? Because there are there's new technologies that come about that revolutionize the things we already have. So Bitcoin really laid the foundation, but something like BlockDAG or GhostDAG really is the solution for things that have been a problem with many networks, not just Bitcoin. That's why I'm posting it out. All right. It's just showing different places you can buy it. We've been over this. KuCoin, Mexi Global, CoinEx, Gate.io, Kaspa swaps, places you can swap it. And then they have a bunch of news, and again, we can make this a 2-hour video. I think maybe news could be its own video, so we'll follow up with that another time. But we'll read a couple headlines. Japanese meetup report, Kaspa World Tour USA, Kazakhstan ambassador represents at Binance, Kazakhstan. Sorry, being sick, I can't say these words right. It's driving me nuts. All right, hopefully it's not driving you nuts. Next Block Expo, Warsaw report. Rusty Kaspa makes integration with ecosystem developers more accessible, and Kasplex X Spaces script. So those are all really interesting things and could probably be videos all by themselves. So we're going to hop over to Twitter. You know that we usually do a Twitter smell test. Don't think that we really need a smell test on Kaspa. Well, we'll check out their Twitter regardless, just to reconfirm what we already know. 208,000 followers. That's no surprise. Pinned post is 7.6 thousand, but it was only 12 hours ago. And that is this Probit Global exchange listing. They're on so many exchanges at this point. Is the exchange listing all that exciting? I mean, you can get it everywhere. So, but it does help the ecosystem of the coin and the market cap. More people can get into it. I don't know anything about this Probit Global. I don't know where they're based out of or anything like that. All right, I am clicking random things. So then they had a Spaces here. We could play that, but we're not going to. July 31st, and it has 9.8 thousand impressions. July 31st. So these are all yesterday. So the point is they post a lot. Again, the smell test really is more for small projects that we need to find some legitimacy. We need to find some effort. We need to find some community to give us a reason to want to speculate, aka invest in a coin. Again, not a financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do. And these videos are informational. They're just to go over what coins are about. If I put a video out on something that's trending and it winds up being a rug pull or something, I just want you to know I'm not telling you to buy these coins. It's one of those things that we can say as influencers or people on YouTube till we're blue in the face, and somebody who got wrecked will still blame us for that. And with that being said, just disclosure, I do own probably about $1,000 worth of Kaspa. Bought it many months ago. No idea exact dollar amount how much I own, but I do own some. But I did want to come over to their YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and hit subscribe, right? But I just wanted to show the wealth, just the wealth of videos that you could dive into. If you're more of a techie person and you really want to know more about blockchain, GhostDAG, the revolutionariness, you know, in a big way, this is kind of like Bitcoin operating better than Bitcoin just because it's proof of work, you know, and it has the decentralized narrative that Bitcoin was built on. And there's just so much wealth of interviews and people involved, and I just wanted to highlight that. You know, they have, 5.8 thousand followers or subscribers, I guess is what we're going to call it. But they have 87 videos. So, and they even have a couple shorts out. I don't know if that's important to people, but the wealth of videos here, is pretty awesome. So if you want more content, if you want to deep dive into it more than this video is, let me know if you want to go over the white papers and stuff. But check out the wealth of information on their actual YouTube. I hope this helped, give you some insight into Kaspa and why people are so excited about it, why it's number, 24th? I don't want to misspeak here. Number 24th by market cap. But, that's why everybody is speculating this thing could go to $1, and it's at 4.8 billion in market cap. So think about how much money it would take for it to 4x to make it to $1 from 20 cents. So that market cap would have to multiply greatly as well. Can Kaspa do it? Can it pull it off? Put that in the market cap. Put that in the market cap. Being sick is a mess, man. I can't stand it. Put that in the comments. Thank you for bearing with me here. Usually we do a 1 through 10 kind of gut rating of what we think the likeliness that this is going to play out well in the bull market, I'm going to have to give it a 10. I think it's going to increase regardless. Now, is that a double from here? Is that $2? That I have no idea. We will find out as the bull market kicks off. Are we already in the bull market? Tell me your opinions in the comments. And yeah, Crypto Ron out. And thanks for bearing with me, by the way, in my sickness, or getting over the sickness, that is. Crypto Ron